Gal Gadot's Snow White is on listed as one of the worst films in history. Right now,
And given that the Snow White box office metrics are still not working in Disney's favor and showing no sign of a resolution in sight,
Disney just did the unthinkable, asking its own Snow White to give back part of her paycheck. How did a story about happily ever after spiral into lawsuits, culture war boycotts, and a $100 million black hole? Stick around because the real villain of this tale might not be who you expect. Back in 2021, the Mouse House bragged that its live-action Snow White would set a new bar for modern fairy tales. They poured an eye-watering $269 million into production, booked the prime March 2024 slot, then watched Hollywood strikes shove the release to March 21st, 2025. Execs kept smiling. After all, Beauty and the Beast had cleared $1 billion. What could possibly go wrong? But every month of delay ballooned interest payments and marketing costs. By the time cameras finally rolled again, insiders whispered the real bill was closer to $400 million. The studio needed Avengers-level money just to break even, and the magic mirror was already cracking. First bombshell, Disney chose Rachel Zegler, a Colombian-American breakout from West Side Story, to play a princess literally described as having skin as white as snow. Overnight, comment sections turned into dumpster fires. Then came Gal Gadot, proud IDF veteran, as the evil queen, dropping the film smack in the middle of the Israel-Hamas culture war. As if that wasn't enough, leaked set photos showed Snow White flanked not by 7 quirky minors, but by CGI magical creatures, with only one performer who actually has dwarfism. Actors with dwarfism blasted Disney for erasing 7 roles in one swipe. During a 2022 junket, Zegler laughed that the original prince was a stalker and promised her Snow White wouldn't be waiting for any man's kiss. The clip went viral, twice. Conservatives vowed boycotts. Feminists debated girl boss fatigue. Then, after October 2023, Zegler's pro-Palestine tweets and a fiery Instagram story wishing Donald Trump never know peace poured gasoline on the blaze. Every headline pushed the conversation further from movie magic and deeper into political trench warfare. Disney's social team scrambled, but the genie was out of the bottle. The first trailer dropped in August 2024 and racked up more dislikes than Cats. Hashtags like "number not my Snow White" trended for days. By premiere week, Disney quietly scaled back the red carpet, banning outside press to avoid hostile questions.
Focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Say it louder so you're...
Merchandise partners yanked Snow White dolls from storefront windows, fearing backlash. Inside Burbank HQ, an exec reportedly snapped, "We've lost the narrative." Outside, YouTubers pumped out daily takedowns, and views soared. Opening weekend, $42 million domestic. Worst for a Disney fairy tale remake this century. Week 2? A brutal minus 68% plunge, the kind usually reserved for horror sequels and January dump-offs. Analysts now peg total losses at $115 million and climbing. The fallout was instant. Disney paused its planned live-action Tangled and started whispering about a course correction on remakes. Multiple insiders leaked the same story. Company lawyers were scrutinizing Zegler's contract for clauses about brand-positive promotion. If they find a breach, they'll demand a slice of her reported $6 million salary. Hollywood veterans gasped. Studios usually just blacklist a star, not send an invoice. Legal experts say Disney would need ironclad proof that her interviews directly tanked $100 million in revenue. A near impossible bar. But even the rumor sent shockwaves through talent agencies. If the mouse can flip from benefactor to bill collector overnight, who's safe? Shareholders are furious. Some analysts blame woke fatigue, others point to generic storytelling. Inside Disney, factions trade blame. Marketing versus creative, old guard versus new guard. Meanwhile, dwarf actors rally online, demanding future roles not be handed to green screen stand-ins. Zegler, rehearsing Evita in London, keeps a low profile but lets friends leak that she has receipts, proving Disney pushed the modern princess talking points. Gadot? She's booked 2 new franchises and just smiled her way down the Oscars carpet. For a decade, Disney's live-action playbook felt bulletproof. Now, after Little Mermaid underperformance and Snow White's meltdown, even loyal fans are asking if the magic formula has expired. Executives whisper about remake fatigue, while critics argue audiences are sick of lectures grafted onto nostalgia. Studios across town are watching. If Disney, king of family branding, can't walk the tightrope between progress and tradition, who can? So, will Disney own the flop or keep hunting for villains outside the magic mirror? One thing's certain. In 2025, the fairest lesson of all is that no amount of fairy dust can fix a story the audience refuses to believe. Stay tuned, because this saga is still writing its next chapter.